What's good, guys? It's Daniel. Want to help you guys get some more wins in your life. Today, I want to ask the question, does NoFAP and semen retention work right away? Alright, so before I start this video, guys, I want to let you know there are a few spots on my calendar for this week still for a one-on-one consultation with me. Basically, where we strategize where you're at in your life, how can we get you to where you want to be, and then there's a program at the end that I might offer to you if it seems like you'd be a good fit for the program. I don't offer it to everybody. It's only for the people that want to take their lives to the next level and that seem like they are a good fit because I can help them. So, diving in, NoFAP and semen retention, does it have a lag time? Does it work right away? Now, I just made a video about this, actually, that was 20 minutes long and it was beautiful, but I forgot to hit record on the camera. Things happen like that. It's totally fine. Here I go again because, and this is a key, guys, it's who I am. My nature is, if I make a mistake where I don't hit record or I lose some content, it gets deleted on my computer, I go and I make the video again. And this is a habit that's ingrained into my identity of who I am. I take that action. And this also goes into NoFAP and semen retention. Now, in the beginning, when I first did it, guys, it didn't work for me right away. First 7 days or whatever, I felt like, I have this weird kind of itchy feeling like, the best example I could say is it's a withdrawal, kind of like when you're quitting smoking, cigarettes, weed, alcohol. It's all the same. First week is the hardest. After that, it's like I was just getting a boost. I was just horny. Now I'm struggling watching porn, like stopping myself from watching porn. Now, this was a couple years ago that I stopped, or that I started doing NoFAP. It wasn't until like recently, a year ago, that I started to really think about semen retention, guys. It was in 2019 where I started going hard into semen retention. But I'll tell you, in the beginning, I didn't get those results. But since it's my identity, it's who I am, I stick with something until I get the result. I stick with something until I get the full benefit. And I'll tell you this much, at 15 days, you'll start to get a little boost, a little horniness. Now, what I was doing was I was walking around and approaching girls, and I liked that I had more confidence, and I liked because I was already, good with game. I already had the knowledge and the ability. Now I was getting more results for my energy and my effort that I was putting in. So that's what I was struggling with I was addicted to like running game on NoFAP and semen retention. And then to be able to work or to study or to read or to, dive deep onto something, that's what I was struggling with, guys. I was struggling with being able to focus. But now that it's been 6 months and I've gone 30 days, 40 days, 50 days, 20 days here, 15 days here, 7 days here. I've done it a lot. I'm getting more used to it, right? And the last 30 days, I'm day 30, semen retained right now. I have just been killing it on my business. I have literally just been taking massive action. And this is the concept that I want you guys to understand. It's not because I did it for 6 months. That might have a little thing to do with it. Like, I've been doing it for long enough time now that I'm used to it. But also, what I ingrained into my identity and my character from before was I do things for a long time. I sit through things. I hold my frame. And where I got this was meditation. So with meditation, guys, in the beginning, listen to this. Here's the key. And I've been meditating for 9 years now. In the beginning, I would meditate for hours on end. Now, you sit there. Imagine this. You sit there and you're bored and you're just chilling, right? That's meditation for you. It's kind of boring. Now, all of a sudden, you might start feeling really good feelings, oxytocin, all these different chemicals coming into your body, even DMT when you meditate deep enough. But it takes a while to get there. It might not happen the first time you meditate, first of all. And also, it might not happen for the first 20 minutes that you're sitting there, before that starts to happen and you get the benefits from it. You get the immediate gratification. Even if you want to get that gratification, you got to wait 20 minutes, right? Well, I would wait hours. And the reason is because I had a lot of trauma that I needed to heal. And I knew that if I sat here the whole time, I would either heal it or at least I'd still be sitting in something that felt better than my current state. So I'd be like oh, I fucking hate this way that I'm feeling right now, right? And then what I would do is, and I'm gonna probably bleep that, is I would just go and meditate. And then when I'd be meditating, I'd be like, I feel better than I felt 10 minutes ago. And then I'd sit there for 20 minutes. I feel better than I felt 10 minutes ago. And I'd sit there for 30 minutes. I feel better than I felt 10 minutes ago. I feel better than you know what I'm saying? And I kept feeling better. And I would end up sitting there for hours and hours and hours alone at the beach or in my room, in a dark room, wherever, right? And this is the same thing I would do with breathing. I used to breathe for 45 minutes straight. I would breathe for 45 minutes straight. Intense shamanic breathing for 45 minutes straight, laying down at the beach. And now you might say, why the hell would I do that? Well, it's because of realizations I had when I was meditating. I realized, I have very deep traumatic experiences that happened in my life. Also, I was a premature born baby. And I had asthma growing up. I had all these allergies and problems. They used to prick me with needles to test me for different allergies, and I had the whole thing. I was allergic to everything. And ADHD, bipolar, I had all these issues. So to cure myself, I did research. Found that, breathing helps. I found shamanic breathing really gets out the demons, if you will. And so I meditate for 3 hours. I breathe for 3 hours. It's just becoming who I was to sit and, to do semen retention for as long as it took to get the results. And then I started getting those results. And then now today I'm on top of my game, taking massive action. And really what it really comes down to, guys, is don't be at war with yourself, and don't be in competition with me. What you want to be, it's not really competition with yourself. It's just you want to improve day by day. But it's also, you got to know what you want. So I'm not competing with Nikola Tesla. I'm not trying to live my life from birth until grave working at trying to solve some sort of alternate energy stuff, right? But I do, because of meditation, I do understand that life is very short. You're born and then you're dead in like 100 years, and there's only like a short little window of your prime. So from that realization that I got from meditation, I realized that I might as well sacrifice the pleasures of ejaculation for the better pleasures of what will come from the discipline, what will come from holding in the semen and having that extra energy. Also, what will come from, just having no competition, because most people will never give up their comforts. And here's the key, guys, and I'm glad I'm making this video again, because before I didn't mention this. The reason why I'm like this, and the reason why you might not be, or you might not relate completely, or you might, after I say this, you might realize that you relate even more, is because I've been through so much. And it's not just, the stillbirth, or not the stillbirth, but the premature birth or whatever. But that might have actually been the first thing that started all of it. But I shattered my collarbone. I had the insomnia that came from that. The mindset of, if I do something wrong, I'm going to go to hell. Just being born into fear in my family, right? As you can see on the wall right there, there's the dove, right? The Christian dove. But my parents were brought to religion by fear, so they put that on me. All of these things, all of these regrets, all of these girls that I wanted that actually liked me, but I just didn't want to go to hell, or I didn't know what to do. And just being hurt there, it's just so much pain. And if you guys have, been through the same traumas or similar pain, you will understand that at the end of the day, guys, it's worth it to go for the light. And I'm telling you, with semen retention long-term, meditation on a daily basis, and having the right habits, having the right daily routines together, the light is not just possible, it's almost guaranteed, guys. The competition is so low because nobody else will give up their comforts. Why? Because life has been so good for them up until this point. Why not just keep it going that good? And that is a very, very, very good point. If their life is already just okay, then they might as well keep it okay. Well, it wasn't okay for me, so I had to go for more, and now I'm addicted to going for more. And this is the point that I also made in the other video, and I'm glad I'm remembering this now. is I am now addicted to the semen retention. I am now addicted to reading. I just went out and read 15 pages of Essentialism, and I loved every page of it. And I have a deep focus now. And my deep focus, it's addicting. Meditation is addicting. Cold showers are addicting to me. And I live my life like I wake up, I do breathing, I do meditation, then I do cold showers, and then after the cold shower, I hop on a sales call, I look into marketing stuff, I watch a video, I learn more over here, I go into my course, I learn a course, I build content for people, I make videos, and by that time, now it's dinner time, I eat a good meal, then I go for a run, then I meditate more, back into working again, working until it's time to go to bed, maybe meditate some affirmations or something, or a shower or whatever, brush my teeth, and I go to bed. And if you guys don't, you don't see yourself living your life like that right now, well, it's not like I'm torturing myself. It's because I'm addicted to this. I love this. I love growing. I love the feeling of it. And semen retention helps big time once you master it. So yes, it does take some time. Yes, there is a lag time, guys. Yes, it does take some time to actually master it and get used to it and be able to push that energy in the direction you would like to push it. But meditation helps. Breathing helps. These things help along with semen retention. It's the full package. And from there, you can control exactly where your life's going to go. Because, you see, you guys might be a slave to the way that your day went at work, right? Or let's say you're doing sales calls. You might be a slave to, oh, well, that sales call didn't do too well. I'm not a slave to that. I'm in love with the process. I love that I just got on the sales call and I saw, if the person was a good fit or not. I'm in love with learning. You might think that learning's not going to benefit me right away. What's the point? This ain't going to get me laid right now, blah, 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 blah. And that is why there's only 2% of the guys at the top that are alpha males that women are chasing, right? And this is just one example. And it takes a lot of work for him to get to that point. And a lot of other guys go for the relationship because the relationship, and this is how nature designed it, because there has to be dudes that will be fathers and take care of kids. The relationship is the easier thing to go for, guys. But you can also argue that it takes more responsibility of the long term. Yes, it does, but if you have a bunch of girls coming at you, you've done a lot of work to get there. And if you were to settle down into a relationship, how are you going to choose from all the girls? So it's going to be even harder for you to settle down. You understand? It's going to be harder for you to settle down. And that's just an example that it takes a lot of work to get up to that point, right? I'm not saying whether it's good or bad to be in a relationship, or good or bad to be the alpha male that sleeps with a lot of girls, or just the dude that has a girlfriend. I'm not saying whether it's good or bad, right? I have a girlfriend, I'm in a relationship, and I'm building my life up, and at some point, I might evolve into the guy that's chased by all the women, and at that point, I'll let you know. I'll make a video and tell you whether or not I'm going to stay in a relationship. We'll get to that bridge when we get to that bridge. You know what I'm saying? And basically, at the end of the day, guys, it's a long-term process. I've made my decision that I'm sticking from birth until death, going for what I want now, going for the light, holding that frame, doing the next best thing, always the next best thing, and that's my game plan. That's what I've decided, and I've made that decision. And you can get addicted to this, and nothing. You can become obsessed about this, like Grant Cardone, and nothing bad comes out of it. Only good comes out of it. You could say, well, it's bad because you lose your family or you might sacrifice your friends. Well, dude, your family, who are they? Who is your family? Who are your friends? These are just people, but if they're not on the same like wavelength as you, the bond isn't that strong, So understand this key. You want to find your new family. You want to grow into the person that you need to be in order to find and resonate with that new family that will actually be there for you. Why? Because you're actually both helping each other get to the place of your dreams. Because our vision, our purpose is above family, guys. our vision and our purpose is about family. So you find your true family through your vision and your purpose. And on that note, guys, I love semen retention. I'm day 30 and I am rocking and rolling, and I am laser focused on my goals, laser focused on my mission. And it's taken me a while to get here, and I know a lot of people won't be able to catch up with me, and that's fine. But that also excites me because I put in the work and I know where I'm at now, you know? And so it didn't take me too long, guys. It didn't take that much work. It took a lot of work, but not that much. You know, been meditating for 9 years. I've been semen retaining now for over a year. I've been doing NoFAP for like 3 years for the most part. And then, breathing now for a couple years. I've been, thinking positive thoughts, learning, growing, seeking information for a couple years, taking action now for a couple years or a few years or a little bit more. And that's all it really takes, guys. And so just understand, once you have the keys, you get to make the choice. But just because you have the keys doesn't mean you're going to win. And understand what really winning is loving the process, falling in love with the process. That's truly winning, because at that point, it doesn't matter about the outcome, because you already have the income, which is the experience that you're actually having. The experience is worth more than the money. The experience that you're having is what's going to control the chemicals you're feeling in your body. And that's going to control your state of being, which is your reality. And on that note, I'm out. Peace. Alright, so guys, here's my announcement that I wanted to give you at the end of the video. I wrote a book in 2016 called Make Your Mind Your Bitch or Become the Bitch of Your Mind. The book your parents, corporations, and the government and the church and the rest of the society don't want you to read, by Daniel Robertson. Now, there's 247 chapters, so I need to narrow it down because that's just too much. There's just too much going on here. Alright, it's super long. There's a lot. It's like a brain dump, basically. So I'm going to narrow it down and get something very concise and beautiful for you guys. And so that was my announcement for you guys. And now, to close out the video, I have a few things I want to say about, fixing your internal mind. I'm out. Clarity, know what you want, then fix your identity, fix your internal, right? So fix your internal is first. You got to fix that internal, regardless. Before you even choose your identity, you need to fix what's going on in there. Then you need to try stuff. Now when you're trying stuff, now you can commit and invest in what you know that you really want. Then, since your mind's already good, it's very easy to shift that identity. You shift that identity and you execute and you go forward. And then you have accountability, and since you're now invested in yourself, it's very easy to be consistent and brainwash yourself, right? And that, my friends, is how you get that W 100%. And on that note, guys, if you are ready to jump into a program that first fixes your internal and then helps you find clarity on what you actually want to do before you're ready to change your identity, then, set up a call with me. That's exactly what I go over. That's exactly what, my program is all about. It's really about finding out who you are and what you want to do, and then the necessary steps to take action. Now, there is some stuff about business. There is some stuff about, here's a step-by-step blueprint on what you can do if you want to make money this way, or if you want to make money off your passion this way, if you want to monetize this thing or that thing. But first, if you don't know what you want to do, or you do know what you want to do and you take action on it, but you keep falling back, that's because your internal is mixed up and messed up. So that's what I go over. And if you really want that blueprint and that strategy session, go ahead and schedule a call. Below, it's the first link in the description. I'm probably showing it on the screen right now on how to get there. But make sure that you fill out those questions so I know exactly if I can help you or not, and I know exactly where you're at. Make sure when you get on the call, you're in a quiet room, you're ready to give 30 to 45 minutes to dive deep. It may go to an hour, if we want to dive deeper, who really knows, or if my schedule's not, filled up after. But yeah, be on your A game on the call, and let's take you to that next level, guys. If you're ready, I will see you on the call. And on that note, guys, I'm out. Peace.